Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Please subscribe, guys. It really does help with the algorithm, and a thumbs up never hurts as well. I've got XRP up here on the daily. XRP right now trading at $1.05. Not too much movement here for XRP. However, when we bring up Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin is moving up quite significantly. Did surpass this localized high over here. And right now, Bitcoin trading, it was trading above $50,000. Right now, it's pretty close to $50,000. So we are seeing definite movement for Bitcoin, which means we are just getting closer to the 0.702. Bitcoin does need to take out this localized high up here of roughly 52.9. And then once we get past that, then it's the 702, $54,000. Then we are really going to get a better picture of where this crypto market is going. So just to take a broader look at the market, market cap up here, over $2.18 trillion. And we are seeing Bitcoin dominance slowly climb a little. Everything is up a little bit. Bitcoin up over 5%, Ethereum up over 3.1%. We've also got Binance Coin up over 5%. XRP down here sitting in number 7 up 2.49%. And so just bringing up the Bitcoin dominance chart, as I had just mentioned, we are still kind of here. Let me get rid of those arrows and squiggles. We are now moving up here, but of course, this is going to be that last leg up for Bitcoin. And once Bitcoin does reach that high up here, that would mean the end for Bitcoin. And then when it does, in fact, plummet, that's when altcoins will take over. More money will be dumped into the altcoin market. And at that point, theoretically, the bull run will have been complete. So Bitcoin dominance still just kind of slowly making its way up. I gotta say, though, I didn't ever think I would hear Kevin OLeary say this. This from DJ Peter Vass. Apparently, Kevin OLeary says, my crypto exposure is greater than gold for the first time ever. So Shark Tank star Kevin OLeary, aka Mr. Wonderful, has revealed that he has more crypto exposure now than gold for the first time. He hopes to increase his crypto allocation to 7% in the next few months, emphasizing, I don't see a situation where crypto's ever going away. This only a few years after Bitcoin, or rather Kevin OLeary said he would not touch Bitcoin with a 10-foot pole. So it seems as though his opinion has changed on cryptocurrency. He says that he revealed his portfolio now has greater exposure to cryptocurrency than gold. We already read that. His comment followed his interview with Stansberry Research's Daniela Cambone on Friday, emphasizing he is a believer and an investor in crypto. He stated that at the end of the year, I'm hoping to be at 7% of our operating company's portfolio in cryptocurrency. Moreover, he said, I'm investing in a wide range of different crypto products as a strategy. So Kevin OLeary clearly not just looking at the main cryptocurrencies, but looking to broaden his crypto exposure, going over several different cryptocurrencies. I mean, it's anybody's guess which ones they are. Nevertheless, I'm sure he's in Bitcoin and Ethereum. He does also have ties with Mark Cuban, who's a Silicon Valley guy, of course, through their Shark Tank connection. However, I'm reluctant to assume Kevin OLeary is owning any Dogecoin. Kevin OLeary obviously is a serious investor, and Dogecoin, still has yet to prove itself in any way, shape, or form. Nevertheless, I wouldn't doubt Kevin OLeary in the top 10 coins in some kind of capacity, perhaps XRP, perhaps even Solana, Cardano, and maybe some other ones that he has on his radar. Of course, for these institutional investors, they are likely going to get into ones that are already part of hedge funds, etc. So, interesting news there. I wanted to bring you guys this from Leonidas here, this from about a week ago now, but we hadn't heard about it. IBIS Management, apparently they have a new announcement, the new Swiss Root RippleNet adapter. With great excitement, we welcome British Caribbean Bank for the Turks and Caicos Island to the RippleNet. Soon you'll be able to read more about this achievement in our official announcement. Contact us today to get connected to the new global network for cross-border payments and find out more about Swiss Root RippleNet adapter. And so you can go directly to their website. I mean, if you are one of their associates, one of their clients, and you can contact them for RippleNet. Your connection to the RippleNet starts here. And so I guess you would put in your information there, or maybe it is for their customers who just want to transfer funds using RippleNet. Anyway, interesting to note here that yet yet another bank here, this one in particular in the British Caribbean and the Turks and Caicos Islands, running on RippleNet and have been now, or at least joined back in November of 2020, but not brought to us until now. Got to thank Leonidas here for that keen observation. Bank of America is in the news as well. This from BondCrypt XRP. Apparently, it's not just Bitcoin. Bank of America is bullish on Ethereum, DeFi, and NFTs as well. So we got to remember Bank of America is indeed a Ripple partner. And what they're doing, well, here, let me read you guys this. The second largest bank in the United States has given mixed messages on crypto in the past, including slamming Bitcoin as slow and impractical in a March release note. But now the global research division of the banking giant is sounding very positive about the future of the wider crypto industry, even describing itself as bullish about the overall ecosystem. So they are not just picking, the kind of hot topic of the day. They are actually looking at the ecosystem and are saying, no, we are bullish on this, calling blockchain the most exciting new market in years. Bank of America Global Research's new asset primer is widely enthusiastic about the growing industry, touching on everything from popular cryptocurrencies to decentralized apps, to the burgeoning decentralized finance space, stablecoins, and even NFTs. Right off the bat, the report states that the digital asset sector is too large to ignore, and there's more to it beyond Bitcoin. So another organization, the first one being the OLeary Fund, now we have Bank of America looking at the crypto sector and saying, all right, this is too big to ignore. We have to realize this is a 2.1 trillion, at least at the time of this recording, $2.1 trillion market. And so what should we be focused on? NFTs, of course, decentralized finance, all largely, it makes sense. It's very logical for them to look into these particular products. And so when you have banks and, this whole concept of decentralized finance, it seems like a natural fit. In the near future, you may use blockchain technology to unlock your phone, buy a stock, house, or a fraction of a Ferrari, receive a dividend, borrow, loan, or save money, or even pay for gas or pizza. This is coming from Bank of America's report. Along the way, Bank of America cites sizable figures such as more than $17 billion worth of venture capital investments in digital assets and blockchain firms in the first half of 2021 alone, compared to $5.5 billion across all of 2020. So they have certainly ramped it up in 2021. And, again, par for the course. They're seeing what their competitors are doing, and they are likely doing the same. And it is no coincidence that we are seeing RippleNet-enabled companies partnering with other companies and, even in some cases, buying up those companies and growing themselves. If you have a better mousetrap, you can definitely compete on this global stage, and we are seeing these Ripple-enabled companies getting bigger and bigger, also becoming more aware of the crypto industry as a whole, as, not just Bitcoin and Ethereum now it's many other projects. And so this is good to see, to ensure that this number grows up here, right? The altcoins, by and large, the majority of them are still projects that have to prove themselves, but, a handful of these altcoins also have serious projects behind them, and this number in the future is going to grow because of those alternative cryptocurrencies. Mark my words. I'm willing to say that on the record. Michael at Val5 Links bringing this to our attention with regards to payment giant Visa, who is also Ripple-enabled through Earthport. Let's not forget that, right? Global payments behemoth Visa says it is working on a protocol that can enable the sending of digital currencies across multiple blockchains. In a new post, Visa announced a new paper that researches a concept they call the universal payment channel. And so I touched on this in a video a couple of days ago. Visa describes the UPC as a hub that interconnects multiple blockchain networks and allows for the secure transfer of digital currencies. Think of it as a universal adapter among blockchains, allowing central banks, businesses, and consumers to seamlessly exchange value no matter the form factor of the currency. So interoperability, is this the name of the game that Visa is playing? Of course, these credit card companies have to be interoperable if they are going to get into the cryptocurrency space, especially the main ones, Visa and MasterCard. They are the biggies around the world, and so if they are dealing with customers from many different countries, which we know they are, they have to have a plan in place when people are going to decide to use their cryptocurrencies for payments. So Visa highlights the need for UPC due to a large number of digital currencies and the necessity for a common network As the number of digital currency networks increases, each with unique design characteristics, the likelihood that customers, businesses, and merchants are transacting on the exact same network utilizing the same type of money decreases. We believe that for CBDCs to be successful, they must have two essential ingredients: a great customer experience and widespread merchant acceptance. It means the ability to make and receive payments regardless of currency, channel, or form or factor, and that's where Visa's UPC concept comes in. So down here, they're also talking a little bit about NFTs and that whole spiel. But, you know, even just to keep it simple, to keep it common for cryptocurrencies, Visa's UPC channel seems to be coincidentally released, or at least the press release on it seems to be coincidentally acknowledged around the same time that we are seeing a lot of other development really kind of flourish, right? CBDCs being rolled out, tested and rolled out in other countries. Of course, different procedures to make financial transactions are also in development. RippleNet, of course, whether they are in your face or behind the scenes. Guys, I saw this from Godspeed at Riddles00 here on Twitter. With regards to the latest announcement from the Federal Reserve Board on Monday, they announced that Federal Reserve banks will be adopting the ISO 20022 message format for the FedWire funds service. The change will allow for enhanced efficiency of both domestic and cross-border payments and for richer sets of payment data that might help banks and other entities comply with sanctions and anti-money laundering requirements. I have the official resource up here from federalreserve.gov if you guys are interested in that. The board also invited public comment on the revised plan for migrating the FedWire fund service to a new messaging format. Specifically, the board is proposing that the reserve banks adopt the new messaging format in a single day rather than in 3 separate phases as previously proposed. So that was initially highlighted here from this tweet by Godspeed. It's interesting because we know this FedWire project is going to be leveraging VolPay, Volente's technology, which is Ripple enabled. And we know that there used to be a timeline for this that was reaching out towards the middle of this decade. But now it's looking like they're speeding things up. The FedWire Fund Service is a real-time gross settlement system owned and operated by the Federal Reserve banks. It enables businesses and financial institutions to transfer funds quickly and securely. The ISO 20022 format was developed by the International Organization for Standardization, which is an independent non-governmental organization that publishes standards for a broad range of industries. So, you know, it's interesting. I have another tweet here from Bubba Cugs also just kind of highlighting that same point here. The fact that the new format is happening in a single day rather than 3 separate phases as previously proposed. That part is interesting. Why change the rollout? Why accelerate the timeline to, well, first of all, accelerate the timeline in general, but also accelerate it in terms of a single day rather than 3 phases? Is it that? And again, I'm spitballing. I want to hear what you guys think as well on this. Could it be that we are seeing this shift into a new financial system happen at an accelerated rate, quicker than what they thought they could manage? And so instead of slowly easing people into the midpoint of the 20s, that they are ramping this up quicker, and, governmental agencies, the people in charge, they're all being notified, no, wait, we've got to do this faster, and so this is now what FedWire is conveying to the public. So this was the original, so this from the Crypto Ginger. There was actually a timeline here that suggested that November 2022 was going to be the November 2022 was going to be the official timeline for this, right? So Swift's March 2020 announcement regarding a new approach to ISO 20022 adoption off-site, which will extend the start date for Swift enabling ISO 20022 messages for cross-border payments by 1 year from November of 2021 to November of 2022. Now they're saying they are getting on this right away. It sounds as though that they are going to adopt this in 1 day rather than 3 phases. Now, I was kind of confused on this timeline because there have been several different timelines here over the last little while, just kind of demonstrating where ISO 222 was planned to go throughout the years. This one, I believe, was from 2019, and we were expecting full maturation by 2025. You can't see it up there. It is hidden by these little icons. But 2025 was kind of that timeline that we had. Then we fast forward into 2020, and this kind of got rejigged a little bit. You guys can see down here, USA ISO migration until the end of 2022. So we are also kind of eyeing late next year. Again, this is another one where we have the start date 2019, so a little bit outdated here. And over here between 2022 and 2023, you can see FedWire looking for ISO 20022 like for 3 months stability phase. So it looks like they are indeed no longer going with that 3-step phase. Now looking to be fully functional in one phase. Here's another one from, I'm assuming 2020. That was the start date here, at least on the chart. And so they were looking to be fully fledged ISO 20022 by 2023. So it could be that 2023, 2024, 2025 are still those projected end dates. But it sounds like they are speeding this up. It sounds like this is being expedited. And for what reason? That is the question we have to ask ourselves. So officials at the Fed are set to release a paper soliciting public comment on central bank digital currency. So this is another related article on this Fed to launch CBDC review as early as this week. We are also seeing that this is being rushed. It seems as though it's rushed, at least. The U.S. Federal Reserve is set to initiate a review of the risks and opportunities in introducing a central bank digital currency as early as this week. Officials at the Fed will release a paper soliciting public comment. A decision is unlikely to be taken quickly given the difference in opinion between Fed officials on the benefits and risks. Such a report exploring these further was initially expected in September. However, Jerome Powell stressed on September 22nd that one was coming very soon. However, the decision to launch a CBDC would only be made if there were clear and tangible benefits that outweigh any costs and risks. I think these guys are being pressured to move this forward. And again, this is just with regards to the CBDC. Now we're getting wind that the FedWire project wants to push this sooner as well. So, I mean, I got to ask myself, since we know VolPay is a Ripple partner and VolPay is part of the FedWire project, they are the company that is partnered with FedWire in order to make this a reality. Could it be that maybe the theatrics of the Ripple SEC lawsuit will be coming to an end shortly? Could it be that the outcome declaring XRP not a security, giving XRP the clarity it needs, is right around the corner, and these are hints to the XRP community? I mean, namely because we do our research and we know what's going on here, these are hints to suggest that real-world utility of XRP is coming very, very soon. Rando here pointing something out with regards to globalism and this whole new financial system. Of course, this is not happening by accident here. Globalism, one currency. Where have we heard this before? X-Deuce says that they're making up for some lost time. Their time is short. Globalism, one government, one currency, and knowledge of shortened time. Where have I heard that one before? So there's also this idea that there is a world plan in order to restructure the financial system and a whole bunch of other things, which I'm not going to get into in this particular video. But some are saying that people are kind of catching on to what's going on, and the people in charge, the powers that be, are running out of time. This is one particular theory. They have to expedite this process quicker. And so could this be part of the reason why we are seeing this being expedited? Part of the reason why the U.S. is also now under pressure to set a timeline to release CBDCs. And, this is the first step in that. But ultimately, you would have to have the United States on board in order for this entire plan to take place. These are all just moving parts to the puzzle, guys. And I'm really happy that we heard this, considering we also know FedWire integrated with VolPay, which we know is a Ripple partner. Is it only a matter of a few more TikToks before XRP clarity and thus XRP utility on a real world scale? Certainly looks like it, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.